Hey guys, Chris here with RonBootsFarm, and today we're working on the chicken coop. Alright, so we finally had some free time. We're going to get out here in the chicken coop and try to clean some of this mess up. Stuff that either got left out here or blew down from the top or something. And take some of this lumber that we had that was left over from when we put up the fence. I originally was going to put more runners. You can see there's only a middle runner and a top one. I was at first going to put, I'm talking 3 on the bottom and 1 at the top, and decided just the 2 was enough. So ended up with extra that we had already ordered when we decided that. So we're going to take some of those 2x4s and build a ceiling in the second coop. So we got this barn here. I usually just refer to it as the chicken coop, but it's actually several pens. There's this one here, the smaller one. This is the main one here in the middle. This is where all the chickens and the ducks normally stay every night. Quite a bit bigger than the other one. And then there's this one down at the end, this section that's not enclosed in at all. Doesn't have a side here, a front side, or a roof or anything. So I got it split in half. The goats, of course, can get over here. There's their feed and water. This was some stuff that was left out here from the previous owners, some kind of bench storage. They had horse supplies in, and then we left some of our tools and stuff out here as well. So kind of got that split off. So the plan is to clean this up, maybe open this up, take all of this out here, and I might start using this as my compost area. Have a little section there where I can put some hay and bring compostable stuff out here, and the chickens can get through there and scratch through it. And then when I want to close it off and let it set, then I can just put the wire back or something like that. We'll move that bench and stuff maybe up to the main. I'm talking here up to the main barn and open this up. In here, there's the back runner there that the joists are sitting on has split. I don't know if you can see that through the wire. So if I can get close, you can see there kind of where it's split and fallen. So we need to fix that. There we go. Now it's focused. So we need to fix that and put the ceiling in this other one. This is where I had some of the chickens a while back last year, and because there's no ceiling and the wire came loose here at the top, a possum or something was able to get there, climb over and get in here and kill a bunch of the chickens. So we're going to put a ceiling in there. So we have this other one, and I'm thinking this is where I might move them all in the winter. When it gets colder, we're going to cut some metal and for the size to put across the front here, so it'll help close it in, so it'll keep some of the heat in. I already have some metal I normally put across the front of here, or I'll this last winter I just leaned that wafer board up there, but that's what we're going to enough. That's what we're going to use for the ceiling over here. So that's our plan, and we'll get to it. All right, so we got the gate temporarily took down, the chain link, and all those boards that were sticking up, plywood, got that tore out. Got some of this cleaned up over here. Chickens had to come investigate. So not getting much filming done while we're working, just trying to get this done, but we'll take some video as we go along, show you the updates. So we're getting ready to put our runners and our joist up. And then after that, of course, we'll be able to cut our plywood and put that in there to make the ceiling. We'll come back and show you that in a little bit. All right, guys, we're back. It's now the following day since what you just saw. Didn't get much video as we started putting our joist up. It was just not enough time, and we were trying to get as much as we could done in 2 days. But we did yesterday afternoon. We got all of our joist up and got the wafer board up. Again, this was all material I had. The lumber was left over from when we were building the pen, and the wafer board was actually the walls in this barn when we first bought the place, but it was just a hiding place for rats to get to, and so we took all that and we reused it to make the ceiling in here. So this lumber was piled up over in the pen in the front part of the barn. I'll show you that in a minute. That's why it's covered in chicken poop. But we basically ran a double runner across the back, and of course there's always a million ways to do stuff, and this is a barn, so if you think you could have done it better, then there probably was better ways to do it, but this is how we did it. So we ran a double runner across the back, screwed into the post, went ahead and threw up a couple braces just to help out, and then ran our joist all the way across on the front. We ran this runner. They're sitting on top. They run out to the front, and then we put another 2x4 across the front there. I'm not sure if y'all can see that, but that basically seals it off. So now the only holes are around the post, and it's just hard to cut those real tight. So I'm going to come back probably next weekend with some leftover hardware cloth and just wrap that as best as I can to keep anything small, something like a weasel. We do have weasels are native to here. I've never actually seen one, but I'm gonna try to seal it up as best as I can just because of the predator issues we have. So we got this one done. I'm gonna keep it closed for now. We got the gate back up. You saw yesterday we had that down, so we did that, and that one's done, so we can use it now. Got the rabbit cage moved out here. We'll talk about that in another video. Right here was where all that lumber was stacked up, if you saw it in some of the previous videos. So we got all that cleaned up. We went ahead and used the rest of it and decided to go ahead and build a ceiling down here as well, in case we ever wanted to enclose this in, plus give us more storage. So all the leftover lumber we stacked up there, keep the chickens off of it. And we went ahead and basically did the same thing at this end. Double runner across the back, braced it up, double runners on the front, or one it's setting on, and then one it's screwed to the end of each one, sealing this off in case we ever did put a gate or something across the front and wanted to use it for chickens or other poultry. So with that, we were able to clean up all of this. It's much nicer. Get all this lumber out of the way. Got our gates here still for when we come back and fill in at our other at the other pens. There's no reason putting those up now because the goats keep tearing them up. But yeah, we're able to get all that up there out of the way, make storage. We'll do another video about the rabbit pens because not quite finished with them. And got the ceiling in here so I could do separate flocks now, or have smaller birds or new birds, just whatever. There's actually a chicken. You can't see it. These weeds have grown up in the pen. I was going to mow them next weekend hopefully, but right out there's a chicken sitting on about 10 or 12 eggs. So if any of those hatch, we'll probably put them over on this side, close this gate right here, which would separate the flocks till those chicks got a little bit bigger and could be around the other chickens. So yep, that's where we're at, and appreciate you watching. Sorry I didn't get much filming done as we were actually doing it. I would have liked to, but again, Dad was only here for 2 days, and just trying to get as much as we could during that time. We appreciate you watching, and if you hadn't already, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video.